Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So my name is Jason and I always keep my eye on what all the prop firms are doing so I can bring you the latest news as well as my interpretation of what this means and how it might affect the other prop firms in the industry right now. So FTMO have just announced that they will be giving automatic extensions for traders if they are in profit above 5% within 3 days of the challenge finishing. And I think that's a fantastic idea. It allows people who are not really aggressive, just taking a very slow, steady pace, to be able to have that extension and try and get that extra 5% in the last few days. It may be they're at 8%, 9%. It just allows people not to risk everything and that real emotional stress that can come into the last few days of a challenge to try and max out. For example, you could be at plus 5%. Think, okay, fine, I need to get that extra 5% in 2 days. I will go and max out all of my profits on one trade, and it goes against you and the emotional things kick in, and before you know it, you're trying to do a revenge trade and actually lose out and don't get the automatic retake. Now, what I like about FTMO is their back-end systems are very automated. So they'll be able to review the accounts and literally offer that extension automatically without having to go through a review process. So my Forex funds do something very similar to that, whereas you can request an extension if you would like one, if you're getting close to the actual end of the challenge phase. So that's an email process. It can take a little while to come through, but again, as always, we like to have things automated and fast and efficient, and that's where FTMO always stand out on their account management. So what's this going to mean for the rest of the prop firms out there who are sticking to the 30 days with no extensions? Now, I think they're going to either have to offer the exact same service, where they're going to have to add extensions, whether it's 14 days, 20 days, whatever it's likely to be. But again, they're going to have to improve their back-end systems to do that. Or, I think this might happen to a few prop firms, is they will just extend the number of days in phase one up to 45. Because if they haven't got the back-end process or the support teams to be able to cope with the amount of requests coming through from traders, again, without seeing the stats, I don't know what it's likely to be. But with the time extension being a bit longer, you might just take it a bit slower, and therefore there could be more people in that sort of 5, 7, 8% bracket of getting close to passing who would have to have the accounts regenerated. And I think it's just a big manual overhead for a lot of prop firms. So I do think there's going to be one or two very quickly, extending out to 45 days in phase one and still sticking to 60 days in phase two. Now, I've already seen a few prop firms give almost unlimited time to pass phase one. I don't think that's going to catch on with some of the big players right now, but I think some of the new prop firms at launch will have to look at all of these parameters and really see, how do I make myself stand out from the rest of the competition? So I do think that the phase one model is definitely going to get very competitive. People are going to be either extending out the times or potentially reducing down the percentage targets, which is going to be great for all traders wanting to get funded this year. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this. Is it a great idea? Do you think it's going to allow weaker traders to pass and therefore fail straight away? Or is it going to allow you as a trader who's taking it slower and steadier to actually pass these challenges and get funded this year? So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Cheers.